Hello, beautiful people. Hope you're having a fabulous day today. Listen, this is your story is not over. You're still writing it. And I have talked a lot about extremes and how to recognize this and that. And I've talked about self-love and being healthy in general. But how do you know when you're actually doing it? When you're actually being healthy in life? Well, I'm gonna call myself out on this one, y'all. Whenever I was misdiagnosed bipolar, I would take normal things like normal, I feel bad, make me feel better impulse buys, and they would be extremes. And I would end up in a world of hurt time and time again. Or I'd start feeling sad and I'd go do something that wasn't quite healthy for myself, like drinking or going out to a bar, hanging out with the wrong crowd kind of thing. As y'all all know, I'm going through this journey with y'all. We're all on different levels, and I'm just giving y'all my experience and what wisdom I've learned because it's been a hard teacher. So, calling myself out, I've been dealing with a whole lot of crap, not even really important what. And I wanted to feel better. And so I honestly was fixing to go buy a car. Yeah. I opened a business in September, by the way. And I'm a recent single mom. And I'm doing all these things to move forward and be better. So I have been and did tonight taking the long way home, taking different routes home, some through the woods, some by the lake, so that I could recharge, so that I could take pictures, so that I could keep going. And I was able, for the first time ever in life that I can remember, say, hey, Aaron, don't go to an extreme. Don't mess with your stuff, your life. You're fixing to be to a point where you're not in debt. And I was able to put it in check. And y'all, when you get to that point right there, you can recognize in yourself that you're fixing to mess up, and you can stop yourself and you can choose to go do something healthy. Because instead of going car shopping, I went fishing and I went and took pictures. That's a small victory that leads to bigger victories. And so whenever you start seeing little victories like that in yourself, give yourself some credit. Give yourself some self-love. You deserve it. I mean, that's awesome. Anytime you have little victories that can prove to yourself, because ultimately, until you can prove to yourself your worth, until you can prove to yourself how strong-willed and physically strong or how much more potential you had inside of you, until you can prove it to yourself, you can't prove it to anyone else. So I wanted to just remind everybody through all this journey, it's going to be hard. You're going to have a lot of mountains to climb. Every time that you have a little accomplishment, make that little accomplishment a big deal to yourself. Be proud of who you are. Make sure that you love yourself. Always make the right decision. Do the next right thing. Remember, you're freaking awesome. Make your day freaking awesome. I'll catch you next time on Your Story's Not Over. You're still writing it. Peace out.